Welcome back to How to Lose Friends in 60 Cards or Less. Tonight, we're talking Legacy, one of Magic the Gathering's most daunting formats. Each deck comes with a decision tree that could rival the Amazon rainforest, and the matchup guidelines are so long, you might confuse them with Sonic the Hedgehog fanfiction. So it's no surprise that somebody said they were tired of all that crap, and maybe the real deck list was this gun I found along the way. It's time to meet the Spanish Inquisition. Named because nobody will be expecting you to play a deck quite this stupid, the Spanish Inquisition has one mission: shoot you in the face for lethal damage with Goblin Charbelcher on turn 1. But to do this, we need to reveal quite a lot of non-land cards, meaning we're only bringing 2 lands in the entire deck. We will have 1 Bayou, and we will have 1 Dryad Arbor. Now, you may be asking, how on earth are we going to pay for all of our spells? And as any good Legacy player knows, the answer is cheating. We have got 0-cost mana rocks, we have got some rituals to play, we have got organ harvesting, and last but not least, we have got 1 copy of Walmart Tinkerbell. While this is all very Wall Street banking of us, the most important mana is still the first one, since a lot of this blatant cheating requires us to put down a 1 to 2 mana payment or dump our hands before we might want to. So we're going to shore these up with things like Land Grant to go looking for our lands, or Summoner's Pact to go looking for free cast creatures like Grief or the Vine Dryad, which we can then feed into our various Ponzi schemes. Grief is also important to put down early in the turn, since it allows us to check our opponent's hand for the only spell that can derail our game plan, literally any playable counterspell. We also have a cute, if not slightly disturbing squirrel that exists primarily to be fed into one of our mana producers. But once our sadistic GoFundMe is complete, we are free to begin digging for the Gobbo Glock with cards like Infernal Contract, Cruel Bargain, and Search for Blex. Now, Search for Blex gets a bonus point because its front face is a creature and therefore searchable with Summoner's Pact. We're still only bringing 1 copy because that life loss will literally kill us with any additional copies. Eventually, we will hit the Charbelcher, or we will hit an Infernal Tutor, which, by emptying our hand using the Lion's Eye Diamond or the various evoke casting costs we have, will turn into a Charbelcher, and then it's game time. If you've made it this far, hopefully your opponent is just a smoking crater in the ground, but life doesn't always work out that way, so this deck does have a few Hail Marys. Since we're casting an entire game's worth of spells in that first turn, we can pivot to Stormwinds like Tendrils of Agony or Ave Progenitor Ooze. Now, Ave is basically unusable if you've pacted, but has the benefit of being incredibly difficult to counter and being lethal at a much lower storm count than Tendrils. Barring these two, we're also running a copy of Echo of Aeon, so you can hit the reset button and take it from the top, but this does come with the risk of allowing your opponent to draw into the Force of Will, so be careful. This deck might be thousands of dollars, but that won't stop you from playing it for free in the Doghouse Legacy Tournament being put on by my Discord, sign-ups for which are still open. Stay toxic, everyone.